Orchestra Simari, Le Port de Rumba Africaine. The name Simari stands for Le Barrois-Sero terminology that explains I have written a date, I have written a document, I have composed the music that will remain a date for the people of Zaire to clear. And that's why you find right now Africa is fidgeting with the replacement for Papa Wemba, replacement for King Keste Menea, replacement for Franco Makedi, replacement for Madilu. This is nowhere to be seen. That explains the philosophy of African civilization. We are different people. God created us with the brain power that Africans should realize for themselves that the way Europe is great, Africa can make it to greatness. But unfortunately, very many people seem not to know that they were given this gift by God. The same brain those people have is the same brain you have, but we have failed to realize. I started my music some way back, counting on what my great-grandparents and grandmother was actually taking me through. Because I remember what I can't forget up to now that is haunting me is every time we were at home, my grandmother and grandfather used to tell me, why are you behaving like as if you do not know who you are? I'm failing to understand why they used to tell me like that. And every now and then, I remember when we were in one of the forests in Arua, it's called Odai Forest. I would go there grazing out with my grandfather. He would stand and tell me, my son, come. Have you seen that hill? He was pointing at Arua Hill. There is a lot of mystery about that hill that, my son, I don't know whether you will live to meet those dreams because we are different people. We are different people. That's what my grandfather used to tell me. I'm now beginning to figure out why these old people are telling me, you boy, you are different. You're different. And I've come to prove it with the ideology of the Rumba Siphon of Fire that truly there is something different about the Lugbara people that the world needs to get attracted to. We are 102 years old as Ugandans. What happened to the 1914 quest? Lugbaras came from Congo. No one talked about why there are very many Lugbaras in Congo. No one is talking about the Niger-Congo tribes in relation to the Lugbara settlement in Arua. There are very many things that I came to discover. Elders are not talking about it. They just talk about it locally, and children seem not to take it serious. But we have a philosophy of who we are. We have an origin of who we are. The first person who has inspired me to join the music industry and to realize really that we need to do things differently is Papa Wemba. Papa Wemba. That is why the Congolese and Africa are struggling to get a replacement. It has become hard because these guys created their own philosophy out of who they are, out of the originality of who a black man is. And realizing recently, when I was following social media, I discovered Diblo Dibala is just from Kisangani here. And I was asking myself, it means if Arua was not to be Uganda from the 1914 history, we would be with those of Diblo Dibala in the same region. So there's something about the Lugbara people that people have failed to understand. The current music guys are playing is good music, but there is that music which came with their ancestors, which is in the blood, the Rumba music. The philosophy behind is that it has become difficult for the young generation to compose this kind of music because it is mysterious. It is complicated. You cannot come from nowhere and think you will play Rumba music. That is why you'll find Kofi will play and very many other people play what he has played, but they cannot write. Released out Black Mother Cry Lubarwase under the album of Foki Elolo, Groupe System Vatalenia Africa. I'm the founder of Vatalenia Africa. You will get to know about it. People don't understand what it means. I will explain to you. I've released the Suite Africaine. Suite Africaine. I actually donated it to the African mothers. I've released the Pro System Neta Zaire. People are wondering why I'm calling the song of Onduparaka Pro System Neta Zaire. I am telling people that we are the remnants of the Zaire philosophy. So look at the Onduparaka as you study the locality, as you study the locals to understand who really the Lumbara are. That song is Black Mother Cry, Lubarwase. It is Organized Africa. It's called Organized Africa. I wrote that song, Organized Africa, because right now when you look at what is happening in the continent, very many continents are struggling to be greater than the other continent. Now, as we see them grow, we need to be great. In your locality, what can you do to show that Africa is great? There's a lot of love music. It's not bad. But when Europeans begin to gauge the reasoning, we are taking too much reasoning on women, and yet our women have never refused to love us. So musicians in Africa should show that African musicians have the brain power. The challenges I'm facing in the music industry are you find that there are very many people who actually have a problem. We have a problem of bad mouthing. That's why I sang the song Hypocrite Evoluke. There's a lot of bad mouthing. If I discover this brother of mine is doing something that is going to market him or change things around, I make sure I begin to strategize to block it. And that's why people are wondering why things are moving like that. There's a lot of bad mouthing out there. People don't want to face the facts. You come out to meet a rich man, a businessman. You are presenting proposals to him on how this will be, on what we are supposed to do. These are the benefits. This is what it holds for Africa and the rest. There is someone there who is saying, who is this boy? Block him. Block him. Block him. Who is he? So it leaves Africa in a lot of regrets. They will come to realize later that we lost a very great guy when they have caused a lot of damage to their own brand. And yet, right now, South Africa is suffering with replacement for Lucky Dube. Lucky Dube was singing in English. Why have the South Africans failed to get replacement for Lucky Dube? There is a secret musicians have. So any musician you see around that has come out with something unique, you must be careful. Maybe the ancestors and spirits of Africa are talking through that guy to tell you people something about Africa. So there's a lot of bad mouthing outside. Such the upcoming artists out there is that don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. There will have to be a price for whatever we do. You have to pay a price for whatever. There is a price for the sacrifice you make. And some of the challenges, some of the negativities you are getting must build you and make you a man. Because Africa will not grow softly. We have to pay a price for it. There is sacrifice for everything. You go to school, you have got to pass exams. There is a price you pay for everything. You will pay a price for the music you're playing. But you must know that try to be original. Be yourself. Don't copy. Be yourself. That's why you find most musicians in Uganda are stuck. Everyone is saying love, 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 love. Europeans are laughing at us. Every musician who comes to Africa, it is love. It is love. But can't African musicians think of something better so that they can develop the minds of their local people around? Because women have never refused to love us. To some extent, the music is good. Our music is good, but there's something we are denying our people. We must reason beyond. That's why you find the Chinese speak English, but you'll go to China, they have phones in Chinese. For a local person who didn't go to school to use, he will use the phone in Chinese. So you learn English to understand the world, but don't throw away your civilization. I think the Tanzanians like this. There's the song here. Wameserika leo bafotofoto wacha tungoje Afrika maisha barukupu egwe bamwe. Wamesirika leo bafotofoto, wacha tungoje. Afrika maisha barukuku, egwe bamwe. Waswahili leo hebaruke, hebataruke kadi. Afrika maisha barukuku, egwe bamwe. My arrangements were that I wanted to come to Arua in style. Listen, we're expecting one of our biggest artists in Africa, Fally Ipupa, but he did not turn up. So I expected him there. And what people should know is that I'm coming to Arua in style. I want to bring you what they call live African rumba. You will see it live on stage. And from Arua, I'm bringing a live performance in Kampala for the corporates. This is corporate rumba. If you want to reason for Africa, if you want Africa to be seen as a very distinctive continent, please join rumba musicians. Join Orchestra Simari live at the Greenlight Stadium. We shall give you the programs. I'm waiting for the stakeholders and sponsors to give us programs, and I promise you, you will have all the best, that all the songs in the Voki Elolo album Realize System Changement. You will get all of them live on stage. Okay. Wow, there's something here that I felt I should show you. This is the compositions of Rumba Siphonophore ideology. Now, Siphonophore, I want you to understand that it's mysterious. It's a mysterious civilization from a mysterious creature that I will broaden to you. Where I derived this terminology, Rumba Cipher Siphonophore. C-S-I is a Lugara word for right. I've written something mysterious for the people. Cipher is English. Now, we have ciphered this document. It has got code. It is coded. Now, what are we coding here? I need to decipher for Africans. This is the only original composition of cipher, rumba, in Africa. If there's anyone who has in Africa, I dare you, you come out. This one is not anywhere in the African continent. It's not there. This is Rumba Siphonophore composition. So how it gets to your CDs and flashes as music is another mystery. This is Rumba Doctrinal Philosophy. Ideologie Cipher Siphonophore Africaine. I can give you a sample of this one. This song is called Seke Breton. It is called Seke Breton. Sas la rumba rubarwa sero Zai Abudi Pretoria. I can give you part of it. Soweto reason baki monorovia avevewe. Nipe muda c'est trop désir c'est kebika. Niseme nini macho. Niseme nini macho. Macho fitolo. Abudi reine fitolo. Abute macho fitolo. There's a lot. There's a lot for you. I want to thank Prince Media Uganda for being very different, for trying to assess reason in Africa, for trying to assess reason for our existence, for getting out to look for greatness. There is a lot of secrets hidden in Africa, but we need to tap. Government should focus. We need to tap. Promoters should focus. Investors should invest in this kind of projects because it's who we are. You open up factories, we are the ones that consume. So come out and support African civilization so that we partner and grow as we learn one another. I want to thank Prince Media really for being different. You have shown actually, you have actually moved, I don't know, you have broadened the quest to media credibility in Africa. And I pray that you have a vision as to why you have focused that way. And I assure you, Africa will forever be indebted to you. Because it's not easy, it's a profession. Media is a profession, very complex and critical. But you have decided to sacrifice for your continent. God bless Prince Media. There is an international television online, and feel free to subscribe because the world is now digital. This is a global village. Prince Media is an online television. Please, you have to subscribe, go online and watch them live because you are missing a lot of things that happen in Africa that have the credibility to broaden the African West and lost civilization. Stay tuned. Prince Media.
Azabodidima, Zatrodi, Bodidima, Zatro, Zazabodidima, Zatrodi, Bodidima, Zatro, Zazabodidima, Zatrodi, Revolution style, Banetra Kamanika Unda.
Sasa Melody Orchestra. Sasa Melody
Orchestra.
Respect Isakan.
Chanu.
Sasa.
Ezakiel Fema. Emeti mama muronda sevo.
Chance.
Tama.